Hello and welcome to Spaceflix and Kill, Manapod Studios' Starfinder TTRPG actual play. I am your host and GM for the evening, Krufu Bernal. My pronouns are he, him. If you are looking, you can see a pale-skinned white man with, I'm looking at my face in the zoom now. What do I look like? With brown hair, eyebrows, and goatee.
Very pretty.
Thank you. I've put a little makeup on, and I have the face tone all the way up. I'm a little blurry, even maybe. And I'm wearing a gray hoodie. And we are going off book today. Instead of running a Starfinder Society scenario, we are taking the Second Seekers into a sauna for some self-care, a wellness episode. Before we get any further, let's go ahead and meet our cast. Pew, 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 pew. You guys kick us off.
Oh, hi. Hello. My name is Inez. I use she, her pronouns. You are seeing a pale-skinned white woman with what is that? Dark blonde hair, and a long nose ring in, and a perpetually blushy cheeks, which are just blemishes, which are covered up by a blurry filter as well. Wrapped in a white blanket, so I kind of look like a marshmallow right now. I'm so tired. We are doing a self-care episode, and so I'm taking care of myself very well. Tonight I will be playing Krizith Fenvire, who we have dubbed Goth Dragon Mommy.
Dommy Mommy.
Goth Dragon Dummy Mommy.
It's so interesting that you say that, because I was thinking about this before, and I did not make her sexual at all.
You have to be sexual if you're just be a goth Dummy Mommy.
I guess, but why would I be Dommy then?
You're in charge. Large in
Okay,
charge.
God.
Yeah.
I guess I am.
Yeah. Accept the dominance.
I mean, mommy is just used in a very literal sense here, because I am the mother of this girl. She is a dragonkin who is very, very big, and we'll talk about appearance later. She's very quiet out of battle and very loud in battle. I don't think we'll see any of that today, so I hope not. I'm excited. Next!
It's me, right? Am I
Yes!
Yeah.
Every week I have a brain fart. Hey, what's up? It's me, Pan. How's it going? Good to see you all again. I use he, they pronouns. You are seeing a black person with a grey hat, a equally grey, I'm really grey today, suitably so, an equally grey Atari hoodie, and glasses. Behind me is my character, who, as Inez mentioned, we will get into looks later. But for now, you can know that he is an noir vanguard, and he is the sword dad of the group.
Yes.
That's what I have to say.
I suppose it's me next, isn't it? Hello, everyone. I'm Hedgehog. He, him pronouns. As you can tell, my voice is not my normal self, as I am currently fighting off something, but decided that I still wanted to be here and nothing could break me away from my group, even if I'm looking a bit bad. What you're looking at is, I don't know what colour my skin is at the moment, because who knows how I'm coming ill at the moment, but kind of a slightly tan-skinned male with black glasses, supposed to be brown but looks like black hair, bit of stubble, and a stripy shirt that I'm sure I've worn on one of these streams before. It's one of my work shirts. And I'll be playing today Alistair LR, the human mechanic, who I suppose is the group complainer. Someone has to be rational and down to earth. Everyone can't be dreamers. I suppose the Squidward of the group, I guess. would be the best way to describe it. And that's me.
There. Hi, I'm Ida. My pronouns are she and her, and I am a tanned, olive-skinned Latina woman with dark, wavy hair, a gray sweatshirt, and if I can flex, no Zoom filter.
Aha!
Ooh.
Ditto.
Flex away.
I am playing Puka, who is the dreamer of the group. Her pronouns are she and her, and she is a Solarian Xenoseeker, which we don't have to spoil much, a Skittermander, who perpetually has a sort of orange emanating ball around her shoulder that you might see referred to as glowy, but we'll get back into it later as I keep hearing around the table.
Yes, we will get into the player character descriptions in a little bit. Our second seekers have been through much in the last several weeks. After being elevated to the position of second seeker, working under first seeker Luazi El Sebo, they have begun conducting a series of missions at her behest, investigating the Scoured Stars, an unknown region of the vast, a space on the the rim, I guess. I guess you can't really say the rim because that's probably copyrighted. I'm gonna say it anyway. The rim of the galaxy.
Take that.
The outer skirts.
What are you guys gonna do about it?
Outer skirts. And they've been investigating the Scoured Stars, and after a particularly surprisingly emotional mission, they have been given some time and a little bit of money to head to a wellness retreat. So we see the Pegasus, like a brown rust red starship, come out of the drift, and before it, trying to find some good for this. And as it comes out, we can see the gas planet of Bertheta, the largest planet, the swirling blue and purple and pinks of its strong winds sort of swirling around. The planet is also surrounded by, there we go, over a dozen different moons, otherwise known as the Cradle. For these moons are filled with diverse life forms of all kinds, including several sentient species. But our ship is headed specifically towards Kalo-Mahoi, the icy Berthetian moon, where the sort of fish humanoid people live inside its icy crust. The ship lands, and coming out of the elevator that leads beneath its surface, we see our crew, all wearing helmets as they are now underwater. Let's go in. Well, who would react first coming into this place? It looks like a mall underwater, bright lights, and it's an interior Times Square, if you will. Bright lights, digital billboards flashing everywhere, advertisements, music playing,
Right.
children running around, but it's all underwater, and you're surrounded by fish people. They're more like Zoras from Legend of Zelda.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that was a good description.
Yeah. Gotcha. Zoras.
Basically, with very more monstrous facial features.
Yeah.
Okay.
This immediately makes me think of the movie Shark Tale, by the way.
Please
okay.
don't. What?
Excuse me, Will Smith's performance was very good in that.
No, that movie's banned.
Yes, it
everywhere.
was. No, it's very good, and it has the Beyonce fish.
Yeah, we just make sure everyone's helmets are on right, and then trying to grab Puka so she does it.
No. And
So-
Puka would be
Wait,
like,
hold on, we got
all 6 arms and her legs. So 8 appendages, like going in circles, trying to propel forward.
Hang on, just gotta one second. Like, gonna and they fully fastens her helmet and goes, all right, go on, off you go.
So from
Ugh.
our crew emerging from the elevator where their starship, from the starship dock, we see the smallest of our crew swimming forward. What does Puka look like?
That she's in a fully enclosed suit and helmet is really interesting to describe, because Puka is a skittermander. So she's like a meter tall, 3 feet-ish tall. She has 6 arms and 2 legs. She's a bipedal humanoid creature, fully covered in fur. She normally has like 2 big poofy tufts of fur pulled up over her head. And I think I said normally she also has like a orange glowing ball. I don't know if this ball would come into the. Puka would have probably thought like, hey, it's wet. Hey, Glowy, do you want to come into the suit with me? And this is just a ball of light and energy. It doesn't speak. It doesn't talk. It just kind of hovers in place. And even as Puka puts on the suit, I imagine it's just floating over her shoulder, even within the water. And you see this small, completely compacted creature in the suit, 8 appendages just kind of circling forward as if there's an imaginary jetpack on her, but it's all her own propulsion going like, wow!
Trying to grab after her, we see Greylance. What does Greylance look like?
Greylance hasn't put his head on yet. He's been making sure able to set up the good go. He is a tall, what do you say, like 7.5 foot or so. Noir, which is like a bull man, like a minotaur. He is he's wearing his normal suit and everything like that, but he's got a towel like over his shoulder, like an emergency towel, and he's popping on his helmet. It doesn't fit over his horns, so he's had to get a special one that has these seals that like fit over the horns to keep it all airtight. He's, as his namesake says, he's gray haired. We have this every week. Gray haired / furred, noir, with black actual hair and tattoos down his sides. His armor is black with spikes taken from a Hell Knight, and it slowly pulses with red lights around the edges of it as well, like lining. And he watches Puka kind of like speed away like a little speedboat underwater, sighs, puts his helmet on and goes, I'll catch up to her, and hops out as well.
Okay. The two of you are moving forward into the mall, and coming out of the elevator behind you is Alistair. Alistair, what do we see? What do you look like in your spacesuit?
Alistair kind of has one of those. He's splashed out on a kind of. He doesn't like wearing bulky armor. He does technically wear heavy armor, but he wears the thin plate, which is hidden under his clothes. So he kind of has like a special, almost like similar to how Lucian has the bubble helmets. He kind of has a bubble suit almost, kind of like envelops him entirely. So it looks like he's actually wearing just his normal suit and, normal shirt and tie. It's actually very compact against each other. Just sort of see if he wants to like run off and just be like, okay, I'll lock it. Fine, I'll do that. I mean, I'm the one with the keys. Because obviously he pilots the Pegasus most of the time. Yeah, I think he's a bit confused as to what he's doing here. I think he definitely tried to come up with multiple excuses not to be here. Like, he's probably like, oh, I need to go see Lucian about something, magic related. And then Lucian, like, bobbed him in it and was like, yeah, no, that I'm busy, I'm away, I'm doing something else. So you've got no choice but to be here.
Okay. And the largest of our group, from small to tall, Chris Venfire.
It's me. Wow, wow, wow. I'm very menacing and I'm very, very strong. No. She's, I mean, to many people, she might be very menacing because she is about 10 feet tall. Yeah, she's about 10 feet tall, dragon-like. She has black scales all over. Well, you can't see that right now that she wears a breastplate, I guess, in her spacesuit.
The breastplate is the space.
Oh, well, sick. So she wears a gold breastplate that has emblazoned upon it a symbol of a rising sun. Along her back, she has all kinds of spikes, and also there's a implant back there that makes her move a little faster. Yeah, she's just very big, and yeah, she gets out of the ship and kind of like looks around, and then puts that helmet on. And then I think because she's so lizard-like, she's very good at swimming. She's like sneaking through the water.
Yeah, I imagine her like tail propelling
Yeah.
behind her.
Mhm. And she just has her wings like completely folded behind her. Yeah. She's just sneaking around,
Nice.
following the group.
You
Actually-
all are headed
Go
in
ahead.
a specific direction. You have bought tickets with a discount to a special wellness center just opening up here on Kalo-Mahoi. I need a city name. What city are we in?
I need to get up in
I need
this
to get up
gig.
into this gig.
I need a city.
Anita
City of Anida, yeah.
Anita.
Anida.
Anida. Anita.
There you go. Yeah, Anida. Done.
There you go.
Anida.
Sure.
It is a smaller Kalo-Mahoi settlement. Fairly newer as well. The Kalo have been experiencing. Well, actually, go ahead and roll me culture.
All right.
Whoever has it.
I think Chris has any of that.
Culture.
Uncultured swine. No
I think
culture.
We've got it for bounty hunters.
15 from Puka.
Nice.
12 for Greyland, so sure.
Okay. But you both know that, of course, the Kalo have been experiencing a sudden boom in tourism, being one of the few moons in the Pact Worlds that are official members of the Pact Worlds Council, as well as dominating the Pact World system's art and fashion scenes. And they have also become pretty well known. People visit here annually for the Mix Pact Worlds pageant, in which members of the citizens of the Pact Worlds compete to become #1 most beautiful being in the solar system.
Work.
Oh,
That's so
God.
cool.
The current reigning Mix Pact Worlds is once again a Barathu from Bethesda, a Mimosa Vega, who is a cherished member of the Temple of Sarenrae as
I
well.
hope you
Can
long
you
time
drink
watchers
that?
have been maybe,
Mimosa.
but long time watchers should know Mimosa.
Yes,
Yep.
if you watched the Book of Bethesda, you can actually watch that episode in which Mimosa becomes a Mix Pact Worlds. And we get to. But anyway, enough.
Girl, mixed gay USFA at large.
Like a mixed drink, you can get it large.
That as well.
Yes.
So we see plenty of Kalo here swimming around this sort of. The city of Anita is much of the other Kalo vent cities are attached to the exterior of the moon's icy crust, and so they're built sort of in descending layers. And in Anita, in particular, you can see the center of this vent is open, very much like a mall. Escalators going up and down at very random places. You also see Kalo sort of swimming up and down between the levels. For those who don't, who can, I suppose. You also see plenty of Barathu floating down here as well. The Barathu, the main species of Bertheta, being jellyfish people, which is a very Earth-centric way of describing them. They can mutate and control their own DNA, so none of the Barathu that you see here are wearing life support systems. They've all enhanced their own physical forms to be able to breathe and feel comfortable in these icy waters. You are headed to this wellness center, which I need a name for as well.
Ooh.
Now that we're off book, you can see my regular improv style.
I played.
I love it.
We need
I
a
love
name
it.
for
Name all these
Namafor.
things.
Namafor. Oh my god.
Need a name for it? Namafor.
Namafor.
Namafor. Namaste.
No.
That's appropriate.
How
Like
about
Namefor. Namafor.
Number 4 works.
that's too. We've already done
You know
this
what?
once. We can't put it off twice in a row.
What? Try me.
Okay, how about
I was thinking-
what's the Namafor Institute of Healing? There you go. Yeah, Namafor Institute for Healing. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
The NIH.
Namafor
Namafor
Institute of
Institute.
Healing. Okay.
NIF. Knife.
Nah.
We're going to NIF.
Totally not a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
Inverted pyramid.
There you go.
Pam,
Upside down.
you have an old, Grey Lance. Sorry, your Zoom thing has not been not been updated.
Oh yes.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I have to change my name from last time.
It's okay.
Grey Lance, you have an old partner. Someone you were working with before you started working with Puka. Who is open to this place and invited you and the rest of your crew to
Oh,
come and
nice.
enjoy a discount.
Wait, that's so cute.
We get to meet Grey Lance's friend.
Yeah. I mean, we go back way back. They're a little eccentric, but they're good people. Good people.
You do have a type for partners.
Don't know what we're talking about. Stop touching those jellyfish.
But we're finally high sixing, and
No,
we see
I'm
Puka like
dragging
all
her away.
6 of her arms, like finally like high fiving someone with all of their appendages. Like wow.
So it's a medium-sized Barathu, so definitely like something that's bigger than Puka, that's like high-fiving you with their tentacles.
But all at the same time, it's like we can do this. Wow.
And then like a large-sized Barathu comes by. And Puka and Grey Lance, you would both know with your culture checks that the Barathu can merge together to form new beings.
Oh,
So the Barathu you're high-fiving with is a young Barathu, a single-celled Barathu, I guess. Single-selfed Barathu.
nice.
The large one that's coming up and sort of you can hear their voice telepathically like say, now, dear, please leave the Starfinders in peace, sort of pulling them away. The large one would be about 4 Barathus merged together.
Oh wow.
It's just like when like kids start playing at the shopping at the supermarket. You're like, we gotta get back to shopping.
How do you swim so good?
I don't, says the little one. You can hear their voice telepathically. I float.
You do that so good.
You can see, I'm practicing. I'm going to be the next Mixed Pact Worlds.
Your colors are really pretty. Good luck, okay?
And you can hear the parent say, Now, dear, we'll get you merged one of these days, and you can lose those silly, fanciful dreams of fancy. Yes, parent. Mm-hmm. They follow along.
Oh, seems like a tough gig out here for kids.
Puka had the 15 culture.
Yeah.
So you know that it is relatively new that Barathu stay themselves. It's in the last maybe 100 years or so, and you've got like 2 or 3 generations who are practicing it more widespread. Whereas the Barathu people are much more likely to sort of merge for temporary projects, and then decouple and go their separate ways and remerge or stay that way. There are new generations of people who are, and the new mixed pact worlds actually is one of the proponents of, stay true to yourself, don't merge, don't lose yourself, individuality.
How long have they been mixed pack worlds for?
A few months.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So people haven't instantly taken this information on. There's still some people who are like, I don't agree, maybe, or whatever.
And it's not like it's a new concept to them. And of course, the Barathu people are very much communalists anyway. Let people do what they want, intuition and feeling are sort of things that they value. But there is a little
encouragement.
You can feel tension just a little bit, as oh, come on, you're gonna merge and become a little less unruly and a little less unpredictable. And
right,
sort of thing.
But it's so much fun.
What's in these shops that we're passing by? What are we seeing in the windows and stuff as we're going past?
Lots of fashion. So plenty of Kalo boutiques are here. You can see some of the shops have little airlocks, so you can see that some of them are air breathers, if you will. I guess that sounds weird to say, but for people who need to try on fashions without being underwater. There's also cell phone shops, tech shops, of course, weapon and armor shops. There's way above on the top level, there might be a big food court.
I want to see if I can spot somewhere that I can buy a little thank you gift for my buddy that we're gonna meet.
Okay, what kind of gift are you looking for?
They're an eccentric type, so I'm gonna look for some kind of a fidget toy type thing. The kind that honestly Puka probably wants as well.
You want me to pick out something?
Yeah, I'm not really good with this kind of stuff. Maybe something that is gonna keep someone busy for a long time, so they're less likely to get in trouble. In fact, get 2. We'll get 2.
Can the thing cause trouble?
No, absolutely not. That's the opposite of what I want. Hang on, that looks fun. He points at some kind of it looks like a pyramid, because Grey Lance loves mazes, as almost all Noir do. So it's it's a pyramid with a ball on the inside, a little ball bearing that you can spin the pyramid around, twist it like a Rubik's Cube to try and get the ball into a hole. But it's multi-dimensional, so it takes a long ass time to do it.
Okay, awesome. So you pick up this pyramidal labyrinth, quantum labyrinth.
Yes. Oh yeah, the quantum labyrinth. So it's on just as they walked in, they just got talking to by the first person they saw. They're like, the quantum labyrinth is a great toy. I'm great. Yep, I'll take 2. Thanks.
What are the rest of you doing?
I think Alistair's kind of just pondering outside, looking at fashion shops, thinking that this is. He doesn't understand fashion, so seeing all these boutiques together, it's what purpose does this serve?
Let's be honest, there's definitely a tie shop for Alistair.
I was gonna say
there's 100% tie shop.
You might walk past a sort of humanoid, formal mask wear. It's very hard with. I don't know how many different species are Pact World's natives. You can't say menswear. Say maskwear. Leans more mask. And then there's the femwear section. So yeah, you see one, and there's a Damaya Lashunta male, so a sort of light green-skinned, tall and thin Lashunta man with like these small tentacles and spectacles, who sees you kind of looking through the window, and he waves through the airlock like, "We have fashions."
I think Alice is gonna stare for a minute. That uncomfortable kind of, should I really do this? And then decide, okay, fine. They're buying something. I suppose I've got time. And try and enter into the airlock and go inside.
As you come in, this Lashunta man acknowledges you and thanks you for coming in, and will begin to start showing you like various like suits and like suits, and then sweater and slack combos. Very, shall we say, professorial couture.
Those jackets with the weird little things at the elbows.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
tweed galore, basically.
That's the name of the shop, Tweed Galore.
Tweed
Oh
galore.
my god.
I'm writing this down.
I think Alistair probably gets his eyes set on a tweed waistcoat, because that's one thing he doesn't have. Like he's got a blazer, he's got a tie. He doesn't have a waistcoat, and a bow tie as well, because wearing a tie with a waistcoat seems a bit weird. Kind of, I don't know,
Sure.
tartany silver, kind of like a tartan pattern, but rather than reds and yellows, it's like a silvery grey and white, like a matching swirled pattern bow tie, possibly.
So, like some good. These are going to be formal clothes. 1 credit. No, 5 credits, by the way.
Thank you, Coke.
No, these are designer clothes.
Designer clothes.
So 605 credits.
Oh well, there goes
Wow,
the
the
laser
jump.
rifle.
Yeah.
There goes the laser rifle purchase. No, he'll do it.
But it's
He'll do it.
designer, so
Yeah, this is
But
gonna
it's
give
design.
yeah.
this is gonna give Lucian the bigger shock when they go home. It's like you went to a fashion planet and you actually bought something. Yeah, I think he'd be quite happy with it. And I think inwardly quite happy, outwardly still quite not grumpy, but kind of Alistair.
As you're checking out, the Lashunta man sort of like packs everything up as he's packing things into like a waterproof bag for you that you can like pull behind you essentially. And he says, "So, staying in Anita long? We don't get many Starfinders coming through here."
Not that long. Just here for a getaway, I guess would be the best word.
You don't sound too enthused.
It's not really my thing. I'm only here because the rest of the team is here, and it would be... I think I ran out of I can't be here cards without someone calling me out for it. So I am here in body, yes, spirit, maybe not.
Not a fan of team bonding, I assume.
I'd say not a fan, it's just, I don't know, feel different. You have a team which is quite unique and special, and then you've just got me. Don't know, weird sensation.
You aren't unique or special?
There's 1,000,001 me's somewhere mulling around a station.
Well, there aren't 1,000,001 yous here. And he like looks you up and down right now.
Logically, you're correct. I think honestly, it's really flustered and doesn't actually know how to respond. He's not used to outward compliments. It kind of knocks him off guard a little bit. I suppose I just thought I'd buy this. Maybe it will get people off my back for saying I always wear the same set of ties and shirts all the time. And besides, the last set I wore got a little bit radiated, so I need a new set of clothes.
The Lashunta man picks up a card from the tabletop and just kind of like tucks it into your shirt, like under your armor. Drop me a line if I can send you replacements or additions wherever you are, and I'm free this evening if you don't have dinner planned.
Ooh.
I suppose we can go do some. Yes, okay. I'm agreeing to go do something. Okay. This is new. It's scary. But okay.
This
okay, I
is scary.
accept. It's terrible. I'm not used to this. The most social interaction I get is either people saying thank you when you fix their computer or you break into something, or students asking me why I didn't give them full marks on their paper. It's a bit weird to be socializing beyond that.
I need a name for this guy. Who wants to give me a name for this?
Can we get what they look like again?
He is a tall and thin Lashunta, Demaya Lashunta male. He's wearing spectacles, and he's also wearing, I imagine,
It's really nice tweed because it's.
he's got to. He's also a manager. He's the manager here.
I'm getting like a Giles from Buffy vibe,
He sounds so
but like
odd.
hotter.
Lashunta
Like
Giles.
Hot Giles,
yeah.
hot Lashunta
Giles.
Giles.
Oh.
We can't call him Giles though.
No.
He has to have like a very royal sounding name though, I think. Something rich.
Percy.
Percy.
Yeah.
Percy.
Percy
Yeah,
word.
Percy.
Percy Pierce.
All right.
Wow.
All right. Get your coat. But you're literally buying a coat. Buy your coat, you old.
Only to take it off later.
Oh, hey!
Well, I'd love to hear more about you breaking into things. I'm sure it's all legal Starfinder business.
Yeah, totally above board.
Get your mind out of the gallery there.
What?
Then drop me a line, and I'll give you. I'll pick out a restaurant for us. I hope you like fish.
Okay. Well, we seem to be practically swimming in it. Okay, I need to. I think like Alistair kind of like pretends his communicator's going off a minute. To do the sort of awkward. Oh, look, something's come up. I'm guessing one of my colleagues has decided to cause chaos somewhere. I probably have to go deal with this. I will call you later tonight then, and like sort of. I think he doesn't do it suavely. He sort of backs himself into the door of the airlock, realizes he's done it, doesn't like put his hand on his back to sort of hit the button, and then sort of like slide in with zero grace or poise.
He just waves. Bye-bye.
That was
That was
something.
adorable.
That was so cute.
That was very
God
cute.
damn it.
Chrisuth and Puka, what are you up to?
You have caused chaos. No, okay. I am committing arson. No, okay.
Good luck.
Water?
Whoa.
Yes.
That's a
Duh.
skill.
I have fire breath. No, I don't. I don't. I really don't.
We're going to a relaxation resort sort of thing.
Mhm.
It's the most uncouth thing you can do. Puka would try to find snacks to bring to resorts relaxed
Big
place.
snacks to a.
Yes,
Okay.
that's a Puka thing, I feel. We're gonna go buy junk food. Yeah, exactly the face you're making, that confused look. That's Puka's energy.
Well, I was thinking. So Krizith normally doesn't really wear pants. Let's say that. Because I don't think she necessarily needs to. However, for some reason, it feels right.
I think
So,
Dragonkin do wear clothes, like in the books they do. But
Like-
she change.
like pants?
Yeah.
If there's a tactical need for defense of your lower parts and your legs, sure,
Or just
but
for
like
fashion, I
but
guess.
aesthetically, that's a choice.
Yeah. Yeah. If we don't, we just haven't realized all this time that he's just walking around butt out the whole time. We just thought it was
Yeah.
the thing they did.
I mean, the tail is
Half that.
complicated. The scales are there. So,
Exactly.
what Chris you doing?
Buying
Well,
pants, I guess.
well, she knows that she has to take that breastplate off somehow, sometime. When she's in there, and she does not have like anything swimwear. Let's say that.
Oh, she's buying a bikini.
Not necessarily bikini.
One of those like old timey 1920s bathing
The
suits.
stripes.
Oh my fucking god.
Or an anime high school swim uniform?
What's that?
God.
Like the really typical.
Oh, with
like,
the name
high
on it?
cut, Yeah.
Oh my god.
But she's still 10 foot.
Like a sports bra, basically. That's crazy. I mean, she would be buying something to cover herself up. I don't know what exactly. It would be very plain, not flashy at all. Not trying to look sexy. Just
like an
just
Olympic, like an
something to
Olympic
cover.
swimmer outfit kind of thing.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can easily find that.
Lovely.
Is
That's
it
what I'm
designer?
Sure, why not? If it
Isn't
doesn't look
everything
too
designer?
flashy, like if it doesn't look too flashy, then it's fine, I guess. Yeah,
Ooh.
isn't everything Disney?
You can buy couture clothes for 5,000 credits. That's
We have
wild.
a mental
Live
link.
out
so I
your
think
space
somewhere whoever's,
lingerie
like, please don't
dreams right
spend all that
now.
money.
While wearing couture clothing, you gain a +2 bonus on bluff, diplomacy, and intimidate when interacting with individuals who recognize the value of the garment. You also take a
On
minus,
intimidate?
but only on people who recognize that you're wearing couture. Then you also take a -4 penalty on stealth checks while trying to blend into a crowd while wearing couture.
Can you layer that over your like technical armor?
You'd have to be fighting fashion-conscious bad guys for it to work. But here, on a
never
fashion
kn-
planet,
you
everyone will
never know.
recognize it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That makes me think of Legally Blonde. Where she comes to her with that dress. She's like, I just saw it in a team book 2 years ago.
Is Chris getting
Um,
something?
And not necessarily designer.
Okay, just a simple athletic outfit is 5
Yes.
credits, and we'll give you a +1 circumstance bonus to athletics while swimming.
Oh, lovely.
Would have used that in the last mission.
Yes, absolutely.
Actually, can I buy a couture outfit? Because I know that my body is going to flip when they see that I'm like wearing like cool clothes.
You want to spend
I
5
don't-
cred on a couture outfit?
I could probably sell it off afterwards.
Yeah, you could sell it off for 500 credits.
Oh, that's right. Damn you, Starfinder economy.
Mm-hmm.
Is there not like a Primark around here that I can buy a looks designer that
Oh
isn't?
my god.
I'm sorry, did you say Primark looks designer?
Braylance does not have a professional fashion, but he wants to impress his friend.
You could buy a
And not spend
designer
5,000
outfit
credits.
for 600 plus the cost of the base outfit.
God damn, it's so. I think this is him in the shop going, "Oh God, it's so pricey, but yeah, no, I'll take it."
Party clothes, professional clothes, formal clothes, ceremonial clothes.
No, it's got to be something to wear at this resort. So it's got to be like something like swimmy wear type thing.
So athletic or everyday?
Greylon, it's got to be athletic.
Okay, 605 credits for
Cool.
a
Yeah.
designer athletic outfit.
He does that thing where you don't want to hand the clerk your credit chip, so it's just like kind of holding onto it. Then let's go.
You're not at a Lululemon, but it's something similar.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
It's a designer yoga pants store.
Oh man. Okay, I'm. Yeah, no, I buy these all the time. I love this stuff. Oh my god.
The Sheeran woman is like, yeah, okay, honey, whatever you say, and she takes your credit chip and just wipes it.
You guys don't do refunds, right?
For 10% of the cost, or trade in.
Right.
Store credit.
Yeah, no, that's. Cheers. I'm gonna go meet my friends. And he goes off. I haven't even looked at what he got. He just got whatever looks. The Sheeran told him this was gonna be the best thing to buy. He went, "Yep, that's what I want."
They're like neon yellow,
great
bell-bottom yoga pants.
That's probably fashionable here.
And it's actually a jumpsuit too. So it's like tight here, but at the ends of the arms and the legs, they fan out.
Absolutely, he's bought that. 100%. He's bought a jumpsuit with flares on the arms and legs.
Yes.
But it's high fashion. That's what counts.
And Puka, you find a snack store with Kalo-Mahoi snacks.
Oh.
So lots of seaweed snacks.
Yum.
Lots of like crab in a lot of different ways.
Yes.
Or space crab, essentially. So you've got your crab gummies, your crab lollies, your crab. They're like Warhammers, like sour crab balls, which sounds weird, but yeah, sour crab balls.
Yes.
What
Yes
else?
and yes.
What else would they have here that strikes your fancy?
We're going to a resort and like wellness thing. It's cheeky, but Buka would also. She heard that on some places people put like a cool and refreshing vegetable slice on their eyes. We're gonna need lots of that. So if there's an extra birthday version of cucumber slices.
Sea cucumbers.
I
Very different texture, but okay.
would
Because
think
Puka would
they're,
say Puka would think they'll work, right? Sure.
yeah, they'll
Even though
work.
Ida knows they will not.
I would think they're star-shaped.
Oh, like starfish?
Star-shaped? No, just star-shaped cucumbers.
Like
Aw.
like star fruit.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
so
and then
cute,
you like
actually.
slice
Yeah,
them,
yeah.
and they're like in the shapes of stars,
I
and you
love
put
that.
them on
I
your
want
eyes.
that.
Yeah, that's actually a thing you can do. You can grow a cucumber into like a star form. You can do that. That's very cool. I learned that on TikTok.
Have you done it?
No, I would love to, but not yet.
But Puka would get like the grocery bag equivalent of like snacks, especially new and unusual things that she can really not get anywhere else. Stuff that she'll try to prod Alistair to try later to no avail, but nonetheless attempts will be made.
Puka's
I'll
the
be
person
there,
that goes
by
to
the way,
cinema
to,
with like a whole burger.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yup.
no.
I'll be there to carry the grocery bag, by the way, because it's gonna be heavy.
Well, luckily, it just sort of like slides through the water behind her.
You're fucking right. My bad.
And I'll also pick up will we need swim gear? Like something comfortable to be in.
You and your 6 arms to be comfortable.
I might need 2 things or something that's versatile. Basically, I'm imagining, those old 20s style swimsuits with like the red and white stripes.
Mhm.
Something simple like that. Sleeveless. But I'm also imagining at least like a wetsuit for all 6 of her arms, because there's a point at which you want to swim smoothly, and having so much, a lot of fur will slow you down traction wise in the water. So sometimes it's nice to wear like a wetsuit that holds all of you in.
Okay.
But if we're just floating and relaxing, then like the most bare bones, cute, red and white striped old timey swimsuit.
So the wetsuit definitely sounds like an athletic clothing.
That does sound it.
So 5 credits, and that's well, when you're wearing that, the +1 circumstance bonus to athletic checks while swimming. And then more lounge wear would be like an everyday clothing for 1 credit.
Woo!
Luckily, in Starfinder, clothes are pretty. I mean, it's pretty affordable. I mean,
That's
who's
pretty
spending,
affordable, yeah.
spending 600
650
credits?
credits is not pretty affordable. For,
No, but we're not.
But you are
spending-
pretty.
But I am pretty.
There you
That's
go.
Just, that's just the important
There you
thing.
go.
Yes.
Puka, I think Puka has like a. Puka definitely rocks self-confidence. If you give her a potato burlap, she'd rock it.
That's true.
Mm.
Or
That's true.
even if she didn't, she'd be the kind of person that absolutely doesn't care what anyone thinks, so long as she's having fun in it.
We could probably start a trend to wear them because people have seen how.
It will appear
Yeah.
on Skit Talk
yeah,
later.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Skit
Skit
Talk,
Talk.
Potato sack
Which is
couture.
also where she learned about sea cucumbers.
Yes, in star shapes.
Yeah.
But that won't work because they're. You know what? We're here to try new things. Cool. Cool. All right. I hope Alistair's hungry.
So we all meet back up outside of the Namafor Institution of Healing. Step through and through the airlock as well. This is a wellness center here that is mostly set up for non-water living species. And as you come out of the airlock, step in, hand your tickets over. It leads you to the locker rooms where you can put your armor into lockers, get changed into more comfortable clothes, grab your complimentary towel and robe, and step out into the spa.
Oh, nice.
When we step out, you come out into a large circular area with a big pool in the middle, and like 2 waterfalls that sort of come off from random spots.
Wow.
You can swim. There's like a bridge that walks over the pool, so you can like swim under the bridge. It also looks like there is a airlocked section of the water where you could swim through if you were water breathing, and go to a purely underwater portion of this pool, and then doors that go off to various types of saunas, clothing optional environments, etc., what have you.
Okay.
Sorry, Pan, you're muted.
I am muted. Hey, what's up? All right, so Graham says, all right, well, first things first, gang. Why don't we get ourselves situated? Maybe get changed. God, this place is massive.
I want to meet your friend.
Oh, don't worry, he'll be around.
What's he look like?
I don't think that music's right for this. Here we go. Here.
So yeah, are they a tall person, a short person? Less
Uh,
arms, more arms.
Yeah, well, I mean, like less arms than you? Everyone's got less arms than you, Puka.
Mm,
So I think at that point it is a very nice, coincidental, convenient point. The spa master enters. You can tell that he is the spa master, for he's wearing like a tight towel around his. No, he's got the towel probably like over his shoulders. He's wearing these like red bathing trunks, sort of these sunglasses that are reflective. He is a Isoki. But instead of being sort of a rat folk, he has a wider snout and sort of a heftier frame. He is a capybara Isoki.
Ooh.
Love it.
And
No.
he walks in, his flip-flops. And this is your old partner, Graylance, Paolo.
Speak of the devil. Paolo, you old bastard. How you doing? You look exactly the same, actually. Good
Kalo
grief.
raises the sunglasses up and puts them on his head, and at this point you can see that the fur around his eyes. He's a capybara, so it's like a light brown fur. The fur around his eyes is graying, definitely on the older side. Maybe older than Greylands.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say probably all the Greenlands, yeah.
Greylands. I knew you'd make it eventually, buddy. And he, flip-flops over and grabs your hand and pulls you into a hug.
Yeah, we
Pulls
do
you
a
down
very
into a
complicated, like dap-up handshake. And then we hug.
And he, like, sort of, as you're leaning over, he, like, holds you by the shoulders. You look different. Rugged. A little more... I don't know, what happened to you?
Yeah, we had a run-in with some mutagenic substance. Gave me well, like you said, bit of a rugged extra frame. Did wonders for the arms though. Check it out. Wait, are we underwater or are we still like?
No, we're outside. We're like in the air, like next to the pool in the spa.
Oh, great. Then I've got my helmet under my arm anyway.
We've changed.
gonna,
We've
like-
changed. We've come out of the locker rooms.
Yeah. Oh, great. Okay. So I'm wearing this thing as well, but I'm showing off like, yeah, just one's for horn. So I'm thinking about maybe getting engraved or something. Spice it up a little bit.
What are you wearing now?
He's wearing the. Oh, actually, no, wait. We're not actually in the pool area. So for now, he's just wearing his towel around his waist and nothing else, just like trunks, I guess.
Okay. Sorry, not to be rude. Hello, everyone, and the capybara.
Oh,
is
yeah,
talking.
sorry, of course. This is my team. Sorry, guys, this is Paolo. My older. I mean, he'd say partner, but I'd say mentor. Really, he's taught me a lot.
I taught him everything he knows, but not everything I know.
Puka like
Oh, you
pushes her
dog.
way to the front. It is so cool to meet you. Oh my god, hi, I'm Puka and I've been working with Greylands for the past couple of years and it's so nice to meet you. Oh, we could share some stories.
We definitely could, and he takes a good look at you. You certainly have a type, don't you, Greylance?
Everyone keeps saying that. I don't understand what that. It's useful to have a smaller partner who can get into places that you can't. I'm a big lad.
I'm sure this one here feels the same way as he sort of like gestures towards Krizu.
Oh, sorry. This is Chris. She's my
Partner in crime?
yes, we are partners in crime, and
Yes.
also starfinding. Oh, we're starfinders now. I should have mentioned that earlier, but yeah, no, partner in crime.
I
Starfinding.
heard you'd gone down the old legit route. Good for you.
Well, can't be chasing baddies around the galaxy all the time.
Well,
After all,
not without
after-
health insurance.
Yeah, and he taps his chest where the artificial heart is. He goes, "Yeah, health insurance definitely comes in handy. I'll tell you that much." But you've done well for yourself, pal. This place looks great.
Yeah, after a couple little big loans, finally got the place up and running. And, it's going well, but I'm glad to see you.
Yeah, you too. Oh, and this is Alistair. He's our techie. Alistair, this is Paolo. Old friend.
Uh-oh. Dangerous when wet.
Yes, I'm not getting any electronics on me. It's fine. Well, most. Just gonna put his hand up toward his hidden cybernetic.
Oh, speaking of which, if we're going swimming and we're just relaxing, I think Puka would have. Is the prosthetic something that can be popped out? Her cybernetic arm, or it's waterproof, that kind of thing?
It's got to be waterproof.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think really it wouldn't be.
Okay, cool. Then that's it.
Well, let me give you a tour.
Yeah, nice. Cheers.
So he takes you around. This is this chamber is the sort of meditative relaxation pool. You can hear the ASMR water streams. There are a whole bunch of little things where people can lay out and relax. It's cool. It's a little dim. It's got a very much a grotto type feel. And then he like takes you past a wall with some glass that looks down, where you can see into the underwater part of the grotto. And there are several Kalo down there, like sitting at like a underwater bar or something. He then takes you into the next set of chambers, which leads through like some winding hallways. Instead of the hallways of Absalom Station being like metallic and cold and utilitarian, these are legit like laid with wood. Feels like we're in sort of like a, literally like maybe like a Nordic spa, if you will, with this like hard brown wood everywhere. Maybe even like the scent of pine sort of hanging in the air.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, as we're going by now, I go run my hands and go, this must have cost you a pretty penny, Paolo.
It wasn't cheap, but it was worth it. But besides, most of this wood, and he knocks on one of the like a sort of standing column that doesn't actually support anything. It's just there for aesthetics. Most of this wood came from Murata. I mean, it's just a couple moons over, not that far.
Yeah, well, that's the trick.
In this area he leads you through, you can see several different saunas set up. I think they're mostly dry saunas, with different minerals and whatnot, salt baths, etc. And then this opens up. There's like a hot tub in the middle, and another bar here for air-dwelling people.
Bar, you say? Might just sidle on over there.
There is a Mariquois person behind the bar. They are wearing just like a simple black bathing suit that is very non-gender specific. I think it much more like what Puka's wearing, sort of the straps that come down into shorts and as a one piece. I feel like that would be really common too. I mean, the Mariquois have 7 genders. So
yeah, they definitely would have like non-gender clothing.
We're not even gonna go into that, but that's what. So this is a Mariquois person.
All right.
They have like black fur, and if you know Mariquois, you know that their fur are really cilia. That's like where they allow them to sense things, and they have these big bug eyes. Bug eyes not the right word. Multifaceted, arthropodic.
Arthropodic? Big words today.
I have no idea.
I didn't get it, so I'm all good.
Insect eyes, essentially.
Yeah.
With the tail, and their hair is pulled back into a ponytail, and they begin offering to serve you.
I'll have, looking at the menu, it's all like fancy sounding drinks.
Paolo sort of claps your shoulder. He's like, what is it? A lager?
Yeah, you got like just a lager.
He nods, and the Mariquois begins working.
I mean, hey, guys, you want a drink as well? It's on me.
What's the sweetest, like most colorful drink? I want that.
You heard the little lady?
Something with whatever
a
sticks of cut
Castrovelian sunrise.
Yeah, something with like lots of cut fruit on a stick with swizzles, a little umbrella.
Like Brown leans in and goes, just real quick, how much sugar is in this Castrovelian sunrise?
Extra shots.
Yeah,
syrup.
I'm getting it. Don't worry. I'm just going. Is there like a sugar-free version we could get her? Just if it costs extra, fine. It's just you don't want to know what happens if she gets too much sugar.
He nods, and he nods to the Mariquois bartender.
Don't start climbing the walls now.
Yeah, Christopher Valster, what do you fancy?
I think Chrisith is very much the equivalent of a martini type of girl. Like very sophisticated, classy, yeah.
Glass is so small in her hand.
Yes, so tiny. A shot. Half of a shot is what she gets. So she goes, I'll take that. give me that like 10 times, please.
All right.
And just pour it in the hugest glass you've got.
Just like a picture on the side for actual cocktails.
I think Alistair is going to uncharacteristically for him also order the sunrise. Kind of, I don't know. There's a weird skip in his step. He's giving off this really weird body language. He can't tell if he's happy or confused. And that kind of momentary lapse of judgment is just like, oh, okay, I'll have whatever Puka's having. Fine. I mean, this can't be bad, right?
Alistair, you all right, mate? Your face is weird. Oh, you're smiling.
Yeah, your mouth is doing that
Yeah.
weird thing.
Oh,
What's with your teeth?
we can see him. Bit odd.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling something I don't think I've ever felt before, and I don't know if I like it.
Humidity?
He's sick.
No. I just, I don't know. I
Moisture?
You need the bathroom, Alistair.
This like thing like his head going, do I say this out loud to I don't think Christmas, I don't think Alistair would mind. Alistair would be like, yeah, this is what's going on. And Grey Lance was probably the same. But in the back of his mind he's going, if Puka finds out about this, Puka will explode this to the nth degree. And it's like kind of gives up and goes, well, I met someone at the clothes shop and apparently we're having food tonight, and that's a thing.
Lance chokes in his lager.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you got a date?
Was that what they call them?
You're going for dinner with someone you just met. Sounds. Oh, look at me. That sounds like a date, mate.
They just asked. They just asked
They
what
asked
I was
you?
doing.
I mean, of course they asked you. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of world do you think we're in where I'm asking someone to spend time with me?
Yeah. No. Right. That makes sense.
Wait, what does that make us?
Very close. How do I balance out this one? Very close friends.
Just going to like go up onto a bar stool, jump, and with that momentum, I'll like slap Alistair on the back with all 6 arms, like, yeah, boy.
Yeah. I'll also like join in. I'll give him like a hearty like shake of the shoulder. Be like, oh, nice one, mate. Get in there.
This
is
is-
just nodding. Like
This is going to be the point now where I go for this, and you guys are going to be trying to hide behind plant pots to watch, isn't it?
No, of course not. You got a date tonight. We've got the sauna and the wellness center to enjoy. We're not going to try and impede on that. You have a good time, mate.
we've got a lot of things to do.
All right. If you need any help, though, we're just a call away. Don't worry about it.
And like, kind of knowing you might take logs anyway, and you'd share them with us.
And it's not like my exocortex is constantly recording or anything.
It'd be weird if it was, to be honest.
Yeah, that's very weird. It's like delete footage, delete footage, delete footage.
Well, let me put it this way. I hope it's something that you find worth recording and keeping around.
That Puka, no, that doesn't sound.
You don't want.
That doesn't sound quite right.
The intention's there. The intention's there. Anyway, alcohol. Yes, I think I need some of that.
Cheers. We since we're both drinking the exact same thing, right?
Yep.
I make serious eye contact with the Maracoi barman. Which one's the safe
They've both
one?
been given the sugar-free version.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Well. A voice, you can hear a voice as someone comes over. What are we celebrating today? There's a shadow sort of looming as this large creature sort of walks over wearing a white robe. This being is about 12 to 13 feet tall, large, a little shorter than Cruz's.
Oh no.
But they also have bug eyes and are arthropodan, insect-like. Basically looks like a kind of a giant cockroach. These huge mandibles.
Oh, are they a Shuriken?
They are a Han, H-A-A-N. Our culturistas, Greylance and
I'm gonna say, can I roll for that?
I'm gonna stick with what we had earlier,
cool.
the 12s and the 15, which I think will get you everything you need to know for this session, and whatever extra Puka will know. This is a Han, so this is one of the 2 sentient species that are native to Bertheta, the planet itself. The Han are sort of an isolationist species. They're anti-technology in a lot of ways. So, Greylance, you know all of that, and you also know that they fly by weaving webs and filling them with hot air and fire. Because Bertheta is a gas planet and has no surface for them to stand on, so they live on these web villages, essentially. But Puka, you know that if you're talking to a Han here on Kalo-Mahoi, then that means that they have left their society and are not welcome back.
Wow.
Yeah, but they're clearly working for Grey Lesson's friend, who's a friend of mine now by extension, and so he's working with the friend, and he's in good hands at least.
And indeed, Paolo says, yeah, this is I need a feminine name for this Han.
Cockroach-like?
Sorry, what?
They were cockroach-like?
Yes.
I've got Fafazi.
I want it to be a very plain name, because giving a cockroach a plain name is so funny.
Janet.
Janet is so good.
That's nicer. I was thinking Rada, because it sounds like the American spray.
Rada.
Oh my god.
I like Rada.
Rada.
This is Rada. She makes sure that our pools stay warm when they need to be, and, well, not warm when they shouldn't be. She manages the pools. And Rada says, yeah, it's a good job, and I'm happy to be here in Anita. Keeps me busy, makes me happy, and I stay relaxed.
Yeah, well, I can imagine, yeah. Paolo, you always have a habit of picking up strays.
She doesn't know how to react to that, and Paolo's like, picking up strays, I mean, I like to think I attract people with my cool vibes and my laid-back attitude, but whatever.
Lance, you definitely have a type.
When I met Paolo, he was half drunk, and I had to help him get out of a bar fight, so not sure about how relaxed he was back in the day, but he definitely seems to have picked himself up now.
Well, things change and all. He smiles. Anyway, whenever you're ready, the saunas await. And if you're particularly brave, we've got our clothing-free wet saunas in the back.
Yep.
You know what? Yeah, why not? Why not? When in Rome. Also, these are very tight. I think I bought the wrong size, so sounds fine to me.
I can see your nipples.
Well, I'm not wearing a top, Puka. Of course you see my nipples.
So
I thought it was stretched over. Like I was.
Oh wait,
that
hold
tight.
on, no, because he's not wearing. She should have been wearing that. The thing he bought, was it a swim outfit or just like a fancy outfit?
I think it was just a fancy outfit.
Oh, I thought it was like a swim thing. All right, well then never mind then.
You can wear the fancy thing to swim. I mean,
Yeah, why not?
A whole suit to swim in. No,
Living young and wild and free. Come on.
He did not plan too hard.
So
he assumed
Greylance
he
and
was-
Puka are headed to the clothing-free sauna zone, Alistair and Krizith?
Come on over.
Yeah, I'll join them.
Come on, Asa.
I know this is all about experimentation, but I think I've experimented a bit too much. I'm just going to go to one of the ones where they stay clothed.
You can have
Boring.
you can be
I'm
turned
gonna-
around.
I'm gonna put my arm around Alistair. I'm gonna lead him away from the girls for a second. Alistair, listen, mate. Man to man. If tonight goes well, you may end up naked in front of somebody you don't know. So you might want to get a bit of practice in with people you do know.
There you go.
What? And what? Why? Why did you have to bring that up? I hadn't thought of that. Oh, God! What
Well,
have I
listen.
let myself in for?
If they ask you out, they've probably thought of it. So might want to get a bit of practice in. Besides, don't worry about it. All you humans are the same.
Let's just go. The quicker this is over, the quicker I can worry about the future.
Good man. Alistair's
God.
in, guys.
Yay.
Cool. So Paolo will lead you to the second set of locker rooms where you can change for the clothing-free portion of the saunas, the spas. So our group is heading into the clothing-free section of the spa.
Ooh.
So I think the last we see coming out of the locker room is Alistair with like the robe and towel, like maybe
Mm-hmm.
very
As-
much
as tight as
tightly
possible.
squeezed around him.
Like, if there's any way to shut your eyes off, now would be a very good time to do it.
What type of sauna are we looking for? Medicinal? Healing? Vibing?
Vibing? What's vibing?
I don't know.
How do we
And-
vibe in the sauna?
Well, you vibe in
And-
all saunas.
That's true. All saunas
That's
vibe
true.
saunas.
There you
But
go.
this sauna is vibing because when you go in that sauna, there is a sauna master who's hitting a whole bunch of different bells as you're
Ah.
So someone else is there in with us.
Yes, all these are open, so you there might be random guests in
Yeah,
every single
totally.
Yeah,
sauna.
yeah, that's fine.
I have been into one of those not quite sensory deprivation saunas, but definitely like it's like a circular pool, and it's just a bit of a current. So when you float, you're going to gently spin. There were definitely like eucalyptus
Like a
kind
lazy
of herbal
river?
smell. Like you're in
Mm.
place, yeah, and it's like very dark, like dim lighting as well.
I don't know.
Mm.
The idea of a sort of a spa lazy river sounds really nice.
That does sound
You're just going
you
around the
like
circle.
flowing down the
Yeah.
stream. Like
sounds
that
nice.
sounds so good, actually. Oh my god.
Okay, so Greylance and Krizuth are headed to the lazy river.
Yes.
Not even into a sauna, but like into the pool attachment to the side of the.
I guess so. Yeah.
Because of
Yeah.
course, so you have the saunas, and then right there you have to have availability to a cold pool of water
Right.
Yes.
We should start in the sauna, I
and
guess.
showers everywhere too. So you come out of the
Yeah,
sauna,
we should
you
start in the
shower,
sauna.
you jump into the cold water, you
Ugh.
shower, back into the sauna.
Man, I know it's refreshing, but
Yeah, that sounds.
Let's steam ourselves first.
Yes,
okay,
first steaming.
Let's steam up. All right.
Puka, not so smartly, but will bring in a couple of snacks. She has like
No.
mostly like a. Right now, they might be slightly crispy baked seaweed sheets or the equivalent thereof.
Yeah, and then they become damp.
Oh man.
like
Grant's
it.
just poked him out, and he's just got a towel on. He's got a although he has his like chest piece in, it's got like a film over it, so it's fine. Like a little cap you can put on it.
Hmm.
For safety's sake. And for those who are new and haven't run into the character before, come to the stream before, Freelance is a 7.5 foot tall bull man.
He's right over there.
Yeah, but yeah, right. He's right behind. Is he there?
Other one. There you
He's
go.
there. There he
Yeah,
is.
there.
He's right
There.
there. He's behind me right now.
My other right.
Mhm.
Puka is furry and free, no towels. Running.
Yeah.
And Puka
Krista-
is a meter tall, essentially an Ewok, but with 6 arms, and one of them is like this cherry red robotic prosthetic.
Mm. Yeah, Krizith is also just very confident in this because I think in her military training, she's done this many times before, like showering with the whole garrison, like it's fairly common. So she's not she doesn't really care about that. And Chrysath is about a 10 feet tall, black skilled dragonkin. Who's very, very cool. And the mom of the group. So, mommy, my bad. Sorry. My bad.
So yes, the
Sorry.
mommy.
Mommy, sorry. Mommy.
Different.
I think Alistair's definitely. He's trying to sit on the sauna, but sit the opposite way, so his back's to the center, so he doesn't have to look at anyone. It's like there's still he's pushing boundaries, but this is still new, and there's limits to how far he's willing to try and go.
Alistair, think about it like when you were in school, right? And you used to do sports. You did do some sports, right?
Where it was enforced, not through choice.
Okay, fair enough. Now, think about that, right? Back in school, you had a shower with all the other kids in school. It wasn't a big deal. You went out on the field and had a good time. Think about it like that. We're just a bunch of mates having a good time. Also, you are wearing 4 towels. You're going to sweat to death, mate.
I know, but it's safer this way.
I don't think you can. Anything you've got is going to worry any of us, mate. It's fine.
It's not necessarily what I've got, although that is a very valid point. It's more there's a mental precipice. If I turn around and look at you three, there's a mental precipice we're going to cross, and I don't think I'm ready to cross that bridge yet.
I look at Chrysuth and I look at Greylands, and I'm like, did I cross something?
No, you're fine. It's just
Okay.
Alistair. He's
Don't
a bit
worry.
skittish
Don't
about,
worry.
Yes.
Other human bodies.
Right. We're not even human.
We're not even human.
So there you go. But look, mate, if you're more comfortable looking at the wall, at least take your glasses off. They're all steamed up. You look daft, mate.
Actually, you've got a good point. And I think at that point, Alistair will. Alistair, I think,
Or
will
you
spin
can
around.
face us
Glasses
and it's
glasses
foggy
on.
anyway. I just poke my eye.
Exactly. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think Alistair will spin around with steamed glasses. It's like, well, I can't see you, so actually, this isn't too bad.
That makes sense, I guess.
That makes perfect sense. Oh
You
my
know what?
god.
Congratulations on crossing the precipice.
Well done, mate.
You're a genius.
It's a good job I didn't bring the visor from last time and accidentally turn it on.
You want a snack?
Puka, those are
Why'd you bring?
They're all soggy.
Well, when
What
you
even
eat it
is
and put it
it?
in your mouth, it'll be soggy anyway. It was crispy seaweed.
Now it's just
I-
seaweed.
I am going to regret this. So you see, Alice picks it up, and so goes, "Oh God!" Oh, and, eats it. This
Wow.
soggy
Legitimately
seaweed.
impressed.
And then immediately coughs it back up. But it's like, okay,
all right,
that's
there we
something.
go.
Okay.
All right, well, points.
You know what? Good on you for
Yeah.
Puka goes to wait, no, maybe touch is not what Alistair wants right now, but like a hover pats. Like, you know what? Good for you. It's
Give him the hover hand.
It's fine.
Right.
It's fine. I just moving on.
Paolo and Rada have left you to your own devices for now. They've gone off to do their jobs. So you have the run of the place. You can enjoy the clothing-free zone over here, or head back to the clothed section where there are more pools, like bigger pools for swimming, like more open to the general public.
Is that where the lazy river is?
That would be where the big lazy river is. Yes.
Yeah. Got to be close to be on that. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly passing by people that don't want to see that.
I mean, we have a human in the clothing-free sauna here, and the rest of us are either scaled, and I imagine reptiles are very sensitive, can be sensitive to heat, and two very fur-covered
Chris is
individuals
asleep
who
in
would
the
also
corner.
be very heavy to heat. So physiologically, I imagine as a player that Alistair is the best suited to be in this environment. Rest of them are like,
Yeah, he would be if he wasn't wearing 4 towels.
Yeah, he's wearing enough towels to kind of like. I don't even want to begin to think what the temperature down there is getting to right now. But if there was like Constitution saves for heat damage,
Alistair looks like Edith looks like now.
Honestly, it's just fucking wrapped up, dude.
yeah,
Absolutely marshmallowed up.
can't
That's crazy.
reveal anything if all they can see is towel.
There you go. There
Right.
you go.
Right. Well,
Yeah, Chrisith hates this. She's found out. Like the steam and the heat. She's just like, this is too much. I don't like it.
just folded arms, mad in the corner.
Well, not necessarily in the corner. She is with you guys, very much present. But she has a look on her face that just like something ain't right, you know, like something's not sitting right.
Do you know what? It's fine. I think I get it. How about I'll take Kizuf out and we'll go somewhere where it's not as hot or humid, and you two can enjoy this nudist experience.
I mean, we're still going to be nude, even if we are going somewhere that isn't so hot. I mean, there's the cold showers over there. We can try those out. Looks like you can jump into a... Oh, there's no snow here. What am I talking about? Jump into a
That-
cool pool.
It's
That
like an
lazy
ice
river.
bath, basically.
Yeah, okay, yeah. It looks like you can jump into that ice bath there as well. Could give that a shot.
That
And
lazy
even better,
river sounds
already
so
naked.
good.
okay,
Yeah.
it is indeed very hot. That was nice though. I imagine Puka looks like the cartoon images of like a dog or an animal like soaking wet with all their
Oh,
fur like
God.
hanging down, like which is normally of a fluffy person. She's like
Yes,
you see like the
Is
thinness
Gravy
of her
only
limbs
supposed to
sticking.
join
Like,
this sauna?
I love it.
it's
I
an
hated it.
experience. I like experiences.
Just...
I look at yeah, I look at Puka. I go, come on, we gotta go. We gotta get you out of here. Come
Yeah,
on.
get out of here.
Okay.
Cold time. Cold time. Time for cold.
Because apparently that's what gets the nervous system, like, jumping. Is you going that extreme hot to cold. Just...
Yeah, we're
That's
just
cool.
gonna stay in the sauna for a bit longer. They can go
yeah.
nice and excited. Not excited. What's the word? Whatever. They can go and have cold showers.
Because it's 11:30 and the nervous system is jumping.
Oh, invigorated. That's the word.
Invigorated, yep.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it
Cold?
co-
And then after that, I think Krizith goes straight into that lazy river because that sounds just heavenly.
Okay.
Just bobbing around like an apple in a barrel.
So let's set some scenes.
All right.
Krizith is going to the lazy river. Does anyone else want to go to the lazy river?
There a massage place?
There's
Oh,
a place where you
man.
can get a massage.
I think Puka would opt for like a body treatment of some sort.
Okay,
Mm.
Puka's going massage. All right.
I'm gonna go lazy river as well because that's what we were saying before. So.
Okay. And then Alistair, what are you looking for?
I think Alistair's go. Since it seems to be 2 on one end, I think Alistair's gonna have to say cave in, look after Puka. So it's like, okay, I'll go with Puka in case something goes wrong.
Look after.
So I will.
Yeah.
I will take a massage, I guess.
Okay. Who wants to go first then?
I think the work wife wants to go first.
All right, so Greylance. So we sort of like see the four of you, slide out of the sauna under the showers, and then get a side swipe as Greylance and Krizuth are back in their bathing suits once more, and we see them sort of floating / swimming, doggy paddling in a large lazy river, that's sort of set up winding in and around the cool, dim grotto pool area.
God, I miss lazy river so much.
That is so cool.
Oh man.
There's one near you. You could just Google it and find it and go to that.
No, they closed it down.
Damn.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, curious.
I'll live vicariously through Bray. As he like fully like reclining in a tube, inflatable tube thing.
Oh,
Playing in it.
that is so good.
Hell yes. Spinning slowly as they go around.
I think Krista doesn't really have one of those inflatable rings. She's just in the water, just like on her back. I think eventually she'll like start like dobbering upright next to you. And be like, "Hey, Gray. I've been thinking a lot about that old friend that I came across, you know."
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember her.
Yeah.
What about it?
Well, just thinking, you know, like it's weird that we came across her and now I'm I'm very anxious to meet her again. Like actually nervous. Like I don't want
You
to.
nervous?
Oh, I know.
Oh, hang on a second. He spun too far around. You have to wait for him to spin back around again.
she'll just like put her claws up against it and hold you. Hold you still. And she goes, "I know I'm not normally very nervous or whatever. But I am. I don't look forward to seeing her again."
As in emotionally, or you don't think that you'd be able to take her in a fight? Because it might come to that.
Why not both? I mean, emotion. I can beat her off with words. That's not that hard, you know. But last time we did get beaten pretty hard, so
Yeah, that was rough, but that was before we were a team, before we were used to each other, and before you and I became partners. We've come a long way. I mean, listen, that move last night, well, not last night, that move last week. Sorry. Listen, that move last week was you like carrying me over towards Puka, taking out what we thought we were taking out, the big bad. That was synergy. I felt it. I haven't felt like that since my unit.
Oh, I'm
So,
glad to hear that.
I think you're welcome, but I'm not even joking when I say that I think that now she hasn't got a chance.
I don't even know what like beating her would do for me.
Well, I think it would be cathartic. That's one.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to a life or death thing. Maybe you guys can still talk it out. And between the four of us, I think we've all come a long way. I think we can easily come to a decision about your friend if it comes to that. So don't worry about her hurting any of the team. I won't let that happen. You just do what you got to do. Me and the others, we got your back.
Thank you, Grant. I appreciate that.
Hey, we're a team. That's we look out for each other, and you and me look out for each other. Double hard.
Of course.
Also, I think you have popped my inflatable. I'm sinking a bit.
She lifts the claws and there's just a hole in there.
Yeah, he stands up in the water and goes, "Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
My
don't
bad.
think we can just hide this. I can try to find another one. All right. Well, yeah, I guess I'll go freestyle. I'm just gonna try and do it again, and hide the inflatable.
Yeah, no one has to see that. Shh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look over to another person who's floating there. I'm like,
Yeah. Between two of you saw nothing. If Christopher allows him, he's gonna like do like a little like head bump.
oh, yes, she
Yeah.
allows that.
Yeah. It's a Minotaur and Noir affection.
She'll do that.
Yeah,
For sure.
cool. And I think he'd be happy to float along next to her, just in peaceful coexistence.
That is so fucking cute.
It's very fucking cute.
In the massage parlor, we can see Alistair and Puka set up for couples massages.
Is this the excuse we had to give to get the massage?
No, it's just you both came at the same time. You seem to be together, and they're okay. Go into the couples room because there's two of you.
I think if there was a menu, Puka would have she would have opted for upgrades on her own massage, if not necessarily the same ones.
Mm-hmm.
But since she's like a very fur covered individual, she would have opted for like also including like an oil rub that like a deep cleaning, get all her fur beautiful, silky smooth. I imagine someone coming over like slathering like these wonderful herbal smelling oils, and then like not even with like a nozzle, like somehow like this almost gaudy looking like a shiny golden metallic urn or basin, and rinsing the water off with that as opposed to like a nozzle or a faucet, just like very over and over, like gently pulling on all her skins. Maybe someone who's familiar with Skittermander physiology, or at least her size, like really gets into all the cracks. And I imagine Chloe over her shoulder, like even though doesn't have a physical body, it's just a ball, a mote of energy. Like as Puka just like kind of like like giving out these nice little sighs. I imagine that Chloe just kind of like literally like vibes in place, like almost looks like little Z waves that are going through him.
Your masseuses are both Barathu, so these floating jellyfish people. Indeed, the tentacles like are pulling through, just combing all of your fur. They're both sort of sending out these like soft, soothing vibes telepathically. Alistair, what kind of massage would you be looking for?
I think Alistair to start with is kind of just like, can you have can she have it, and then I just, maybe like lie there, and when that doesn't work, it's just like, I'll have the one which involves the least amount of you causing me pain.
If Puka is face down getting the massage, she was just like, think of it as physical therapy. It's healthy for you, okay? I'm just getting bells and whistles.
I get the impression, though, that my back is so tense that any attempt to untense it will cause it to explode.
These are professionals.
I get that, but
the cool thing about these Baratha too is that the oils that they use, they design and create them within their own bodies and secrete them through their tentacles, because they have full control over whatever their body does.
How about just your shoulders?
So the Barathu tending to you sort of like bobs, nods in air, and they start releasing like a CBD type oil that just relaxes your muscles as they just slowly rub the top of the top of your back shoulder.
Okay, admittedly that is nice, and yes, although I do have a very oddly relaxed question now. Like, it's like try to like turn the Puka slightly. Like, you and glowy. Like, how did that start? Like, how close of a connection is that?
Oh, origin story time?
Hmm.
Oh,
Well, yeah, I'm just curious how you have such a close relationship, I guess.
mm. I, once Chloe came into my life, I did like a little bit of research and learned that these manifestations of Solarian energy tend to right there. One of her legs just like a dog picks up and like twitches. They like to form bonds and attachments, and this is a big word for me. Objectively speaking, I think I'm pretty open to that. In the moment, I was on a bit of a heist. This was like before Greylands, getting into somewhere I wasn't supposed to. And in that moment, there was a bit of radiation nearby. We didn't know the source, and it ended up being glowy. And I thought, I can talk to radiation? No, I couldn't. I can't. Right there.
Mm.
And we just sort of connected in that moment. Chloe felt alone. Chloe felt that they could do anything and everything and see and travel wherever they wanted, manifest however they could.
Mm.
But that sort of existence doesn't mean much when you can't share it with someone.
Yeah, I think listening to that, Alice is now having an existential crisis, slightly. And it's like, well, I suppose you're right. I mean, can you and Chloe like communicate? Is that a thing? I know we can't communicate with Chloe, but
Let me put it this way: I don't have to.
Okay.
But I don't know. I think what you have is a bit interesting too. I mean, you and I, well, we're very different. Out, no, down. Yes. You hear this cracking sound like, well, in a way, sometimes I kind of wonder what it's like. Not necessarily being nervous or concerned or wary, but I think I'm curious what it's like to have the root of that. I wonder what it's like to have expectations. No one expects anything of me, or very few people tend not to expect much from Skittermanders. But there's a lot of expectations hoisted on you.
Well, yeah, kind of the odd one out of the group, if you like. If your younger sister's been told from birth, hey, you're going to be a great diviner and you're going to do something so amazing. And then your older sister's like, hey, well, look at me. I'm so strong. I can literally pave my way through the galaxy. And then, well, there's me, isn't there?
Yeah, but many people out there have expectations of you. They have feelings about whether you'll reach or not reach them. You're already lofted somewhere higher.
No.
I think it's unfortunate that, it seems to be heavy for you, but you have that. I think a lot of us said people who go out on these kind of missions, we don't have that. We go looking for it. It's hard. It's rare to meet someone who runs from it.
Because I don't know if I like where it leads. I'm being honest. I don't think I like it. I mean, I'll say it. I want to fail. I want to be not miserable, that's the wrong word, but I don't know. I've always been told, oh, Alistair, you have to succeed at this. You have to succeed at that. Why? Why can't I just be allowed to suck at something? Why do I have to be told I have to do well?
Because someone, in their own really weird way, cares for you, invests in you.
Yeah. Oh God, that is going to be the funniest way I've ever explaining my parents before. But
I don't know if I want to meet your. Well, let me put it this way: I'd be curious to meet your parents, but you
it's a
should meet
weird
my
dynamic.
parents.
I'd like that.
You'd like that.
Maybe joining Starfinder was my way of running. Maybe. Oh, look at me. I'm a wreck. Maybe it's the oil. We'll blame the oil.
Well, you know what? I, Second Seeker Starfinder Puka, hereby decree that you are free to succeed at failing in the best way possible, to exceed anyone's expectations and beyond.
You do know I have a date later, right? Like, giving me that permission now is probably going to cause some sort of weird confluence in the universe, and this is going to go horrifically wrong, but...
That sounds like an amazing first date, to be honest.
I don't know.
I mean, it's not that much fun going through the universe where people just like, oh, look what a cute little thing, and brush you off and don't think you can contribute to much of anything.
Have you seen you? I mean, I literally can't think of anyone who, if you asked me, hey, you've got to go on a suicide mission, like, who you could take a group of people with you, I could only ever take you. Like, I've never met someone who can be so agile, who can lose a limb and literally walk it off the next day. Like, it... Yeah, I don't know. I always joked that my older sister was the really wound up one. Like, take Grey Lance and, like, twist the wound, like, even more, and you've got my sister. And then you've got my younger sister who's so laid back that she becomes the personification of chaos. Like, you don't know which way she's going to swing because she doesn't particularly care about anything, because, hey, she's already been told, hey, whatever you do is going to work out, right? You know what your end is going to be. But, I mean, think about it. Think about those wafers. Like, everyone had something so interesting. And mine was like eating stale bread. I don't know. Maybe I need to think.
Well, don't let comparison be the thief of joy, or whatever the saying goes.
Maybe.
And hey, it's not about what we think the taste is. If that's what you find evokes feelings, then I'm glad in a way you have feelings. Because that's what feelings are for, to project onto other people. Otherwise, why do we have them? Why do we experience them if we cannot let others see them?
I suppose. You know, when you lost your arm, the only thing I could feel was rage. Like, I shouted at peoples whose fault it was. I demanded that the entire library planet literally do what I demand. And I'd never done that before.
Did that help?
A little, I guess. But I don't know. Sometimes I wonder whether I joined the Starfinders to run away, only to find myself full circle back where I originally started. And yes, I have an amazing team, and if anyone asks, if Chris and Greyland ask, this conversation never happened. I will never admit to opening up in any way, shape, or form. But I've never been with a group of people who didn't... No, that's the wrong word. Didn't care what I brought to the table. There was no expectation of, hey, well, he's an LR, he's got to have money, he's got to have swab, he's got to have all this and that and the other, and you're not carrying a name. Nobody cared about that. And that feels nice, but also strange.
For the you always seem to go back part, I prefer to think about it as you're never lost. You go out really far, you do these crazy outlandish things, and when you find yourself back, as you say, it's because you can have all of that, and like at least two of her arms gets up and starts waving. But you can still be you at the beginning, and you can go back and you can come forward. You're never lost, you're never stuck out there. That's pretty cool.
I suppose. Although I mean, I just worry, I mean, we're doing some really dangerous work, and I don't know if I'm emotionally stable enough to be able to do that. Like, if someone tries to, when that Farfenzi girl tried to attack Krizov, like, I felt that same rage I felt when you lost your arm. And who knows what other skeletons are lurking in all of our closets.
But you came back. You weren't lost, even though you went on that 3 arms raise up on that roundabout.
Yeah.
So keep on coming back.
I suppose.
I got 5 arms left.
And yeah, we're not going to let you lose another. That's. I think next time, if that comes to it, I think I'm going to push you out the way and take it myself. That should have happened the first time, if I'm being perfectly honest.
No, it shouldn't have happened. I knew exactly what I was doing, and I took a chance, and it was going pretty good until it didn't, and that just happens sometimes. I mean, you don't hear it from me. Well, I guess I kind of, I didn't have to tell Greylands. We just knew. We communicate without talking because, we've been through shit. But
yeah,
I was scared too.
And that's the thing, like
I was really, for a while, after like all the shock and adrenaline went out, I got scared for a second.
Yeah, I mean, you and Greylands have that special bond through battle, and Krizov and Greylands now have their work marriage, whatever that's going to become. I don't know. Sometimes it feels like trying to break into something, but at the same time, by breaking into it, you may shatter it, and maybe it's better that you stayed on the outside of it.
That doesn't make any sense because you're on the inside.
You think?
I hereby declare, and as the massage goes on, Puka may or may not make various declarations.
Yeah. I don't know. I need to think, and I have a date as well, so my brain is going to be all over the place. I think I'm going to go to sleep.
We paid for the massages. I think it's a bit of a way to just sleep there on the table.
We are nearing the end of the massage,
Yep.
and there are, of course, places where you can go sort of out of the way, hang out in a pool chair, lounge, rest, nap, even if you like. I think
It's like very, very shiny. Like all her fur looks like really like nicely combed and brushed. It's not fuzzy at all. There's like this very nice sheen to like her tawny brown fur. And she looks like zenned out.
how is everyone else looking all relaxed?
Yeah, I think Brown's hair is a bit poofy, so he's got like a weird layer of poof on him. He's very relaxed. Even his hair, which is normally in that big braid, is down. Yeah, it's probably the first time anyone's ever seen Green Lance not staying to attention.
I think Alistair is definitely relaxed, muscular wise. His body's relaxed. His eyes and his mind maybe not so relaxed as his brain's firing off thoughts at rapid speed. But he's in a better place than he was mid-massage.
And Chrisith?
Yeah, she's looking fairly relaxed, I guess. I mean, she's still got a lot going on up there,
Sure.
but she's looking more relaxed than in the sauna, that's for sure.
So I think we see everyone relaxing, calm, napping, maybe just chilling, and in the corner, like sort of above the grotto pool, in these two spots in the corner, we see Greylance and Paolo sort of laying there laughing away so they can have a bit of a private conversation. And Paolo, they're doing the sort of thing that men do, where they like sit next to each other. They don't look at each other, but they know like this is gonna be like a real conversation. But it's got to be side by side. You know, there's no looking into each other's eyes for this sort of stuff.
Okay, imagine the man spreading like super on this wide bench.
Both on like pool lounge chairs, still at the grotto, but still like Paolo says. So, I heard about what happened to the Starfinders. They all went missing on that big mission.
Yeah, the Scoured Stars incident, they call it. Part of what we're working on, actually.
I had a feeling you were in pretty deep.
What, with the Starfinders?
Yeah, but also just your group. They seem like they've been dealing with some stuff lately.
Oh, well. Yeah. He pulls off one of the starfruit things off his eyes so he can like look a bit. Just, yeah, it's tough. It's not like it's not on the old unit. You know, these guys are from all over the galaxy. Buka I know pretty well, but you know, there's things about her abilities and stuff that I have no idea. The first Scooby-Doo mate. That said, I think things are probably going to get worse before they get better. The closer we get to whatever this is, the harder these hits come, you know what I mean?
The galaxy is a large and dark place. I got out before any of those mysteries came to bite me in the ass.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
At this point, he sort of sits up and he turns. His paws, feet paws hit the ground. And he sort of like leans over. You know, paws on his knees. What's your exit strategy, Greylance? Are you just gonna do this for the rest of your life?
Oh. I don't know. Honestly, pays good. Team's great. But you know what it's like. You live this life long enough. Things go sideways. You have a plan. And if I could take the team with me, I would. If they'll follow me. Things go bad. We run. Leave the Starfinders, leave all that behind. Maybe go back to bounty hunting.
You can't go back to bounty hunting. You're doing something real. Something that will change the face of the galaxy.
Yeah, I've heard that one a million times. Look, I want to help people, you know that, but at the same time, I'm not a mug. Things go south. I'll protect what's mine, and the Starfinders have to just pick up the pieces on their own. I want to help, I do, Paolo, honestly. But these people are important to me.
I'm glad. I'm glad you have people who are important to you. As I'm sure you are important to them. I know it.
Yeah, well, he puts the star fruit back on his eye and looks somewhere else. I don't know about all that. That's all right, I guess. Yeah, make it easier. You reckon? You think so?
Like, the capybara smiles and nods. Yeah, I mean, if they're willing to get into a sauna naked with you, then they must care about you.
Yeah. Cheers, Paolo. That was... Yeah, you still got it. Silver-tongued bastard.
He shrugs. And smiles.
Oh. Hi. Puka like kind of walks up
Puka,
and
what
she holds up like this sealed bag of shellfish crisps or whatever.
Oh, no, they're really not that good, Puka.
Oh, it was for Paolo.
What are you talking about? These are the best things in the city.
We had
Oh, you really
plans.
don't want to do that, mate.
We were going to share Greyland stories. We don't need you now, Grey. Bye.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
bye.
yeah, I'll just, yeah, right. He gets up, like, pulls his towel out and goes, just gonna get a drink, I guess. I'll just,
So there was this one time
Paolo,
we called it
sorry, it gets in between
Operation
the two of you again.
Maelstrom.
Paolo, sorry, one
and-
thing. Not the one about Mirage, all right? Don't need that one getting out there. Okay? All right, bye. All right, I'm going down. Get a drink.
We called it Operation Maelstrom because Grey was having some tummy issues and there was a lot of wind.
From down the stairs. Yeah, not that one either. Cool war stories.
Okay, so I think on that note, we can start doing some final montages. Our spa, sauna, self-care episode. Who would like to go first?
You want first, Inez?
Not it.
Oh, wow, damn.
I nominate Alistair.
All right,
Yeah.
Alistair.
Yeah, Alice is up.
Montage us, buddy.
I think Alistair for the rest of it is kind of just trying to learn the definition of relax. Sleeping, floating. Obviously he has this date later on in the night.
Ooh, how'd that go? What's that?
Yeah, flash forward.
The date goes relatively okay. I think Alistair was so side shocked that he ended up quietly enjoying it. It was nice to talk to someone who wasn't family or, Starfinder related.
Did you get a second date?
I think he did.
Hey, all right.
Quietly. I don't think he would announce it. He'd definitely keep it quiet, but
Good for Alistair.
he'd find a second date. And yeah, just try and do what the self-care trip was to do and just try and unwind.
How does the day end?
The first one.
They maybe exchange a kiss at the end.
Chased romantic kiss.
Yeah, I'd say romantic.
I should hope so.
It's Professor Boy love. It's gotta
Yeah.
slow.
Yeah.
Better love.
I'll take your word for that one. But yeah,
It's my weird Fraser Crane fanfic.
Yes.
I don't have that. Don't look for it.
Okay. Final moments montage for someone else.
All right. Gray will do one. He's there's just like he's out now. He's dressed. He's actually dressed in that thing he bought, the yellow jumpsuit with flares everywhere, which looks great. I think maybe. And he's showing Paolo and Puka the quantum cubes that he bought, and he's giving them as gifts. And like trying to explain how it works because he's like a huge nerd for mazes, and I don't think anyone else really likes him that much.
Because you're supposed to let us do it, or Paolo do it.
If you just turn
you're
it this
playing
way,
it for him.
No, look, Puka, you're doing it wrong. I'm just give it. I'll show you. Like, you got it's like 4 turns. He's done it like that. See, there. That's how you do it. Go on, you try. She'll get it. She'll get it. And yeah, he just spends time with his friends. He spends time with Paolo, drinking, talking about old stories and stuff. They probably just get like really drunk and like do karaoke or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That's his night, I think.
Who's next?
Not it. I want to be last.
All right.
All right. Let's go, Puka.
If there's like a separate private pool, like in a small room where it's nice and dark, I think Puka actually goes off to be with herself, and the discussion with Alistair prompted her to think that she doesn't communicate, nor does she feel the need to communicate with Glowy, that mote of energy. But she decides, why not? Let's try it out. So she'll go into this closed off pool room that the lights can be lowered, like
Oh,
this
the
singular
sensitive vibration
vac-
thing she found.
Yeah, kind of thing. And she'll float on her back and just kind of like openly try to have a audible conversation with Glowy. Sometimes she'll go into just like thinking it in her head. And she'll thank Glowy for being the literal manifestation of a light in darkness. Because when she thought that people, the universe, wouldn't ever have expectations of someone like her, like this small, funny, goofy, sticky-fingered Skittermander, that if Glowy could be such a light in darkness for her, that's really good motivation, that something small, something unassuming can be a source of brightness, can be a source of creativity, can be a lethal source, can be creative. And Puka tries to reverberate like her feelings of thanks and gratitude to Glowy for showing and teaching her values that she tries to emanate herself. She tries to keep up the cheerfulness, not just for herself, but for others, because she can be that light. She and Glowy can do really fun things in battle, creative things that would not be expected. And she thanks Glowy for facilitating that as well. And she reminds herself that we are in a universe. There's lots and lots of stars here. I'm one of them too.
Hmm.
And she has her spins in the sensory deprivation pool.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, for our final scene,
Mm-hmm.
Rizith.
Krizith, She is thinking a lot about her inevitable meeting with Farvenzi, her now sworn enemy, I guess.
Mm.
And she's kind of wandering around, looking for a quiet place, as she almost always does. She's always looking for a little quiet place where she can look out on the galaxy. And as she looks toward, well, she's looking and she's whistling a tune. And she looks towards Triaxis, and she takes a deep breath and just turns into herself and is looking out and deep in thought, but smiles, thinking back on this nice day that they had. And yeah, I guess she's feeling a little melancholic.
Okay. So with that, we end our special cozy onsen,
Onsen.
or beach episode.
Mhm.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here today, for joining.
Yay.
Yeah, hope you enjoyed all the fan service and the feels.
Yeah.
Service, all
Yeah.
of it.
Where our characters are ready for whatever awful and dangerous thing you're gonna throw at them next.
Well, we
Oh,
only
by the
have...
way, just real quick, I want to say I definitely refunded those outfits. Super took it back.
Oh my
By all
god.
means.
Wow.
But yes, dear viewers, we will be back so we're taking a little break next week. And Spaceflix and Kill will be back in 2 weeks with another episode of Spaceflix and Kill.
There you go.
That's what it'll be. We'll be here doing that.
It will either be the Second Seekers or the newbies. Newbie Starfinders might be making an appearance, as it were. But let's go ahead and get some plugs. Where can we find the cast in the next 2 weeks? Inez, kick us off.
Hi, it is me, your friend Inez. Since I forgot last time, I am
And
now
was
your
able
best
to
friend,
gain power.
Inez. Yeah, no, I am now your best friend, Inez. I've
Oh, no.
taken over.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Too powerful.
exactly. Anyways, hi. I use she/her pronouns. This was such a fun episode. It was so nice, even much more so because I was very tired. So, thank you for this. This was really, really nice. Let's see. You can find me everywhere on the internet at xxsuccubusgf or just succubusgf. My face is everywhere. It's very easy to find me. TikTok and Twitter are most active. TikTok, I post daily, so check it out. It's really cute. I post my most beautiful makeup looks there. So if you want to see more of that, then go check it out. And on Twitter is where I retweet and tweet about when I go live and stuff. And also my thoughts and things, you know. I also just tweet whatever gets in this little bulb, you know. Let's see, where am I, where can the people find me this week? Is it this Wednesday? No, I don't have anything this Wednesday. Do I have anything Friday? I don't think so. Saturday also not. I think it's
Nobody can find you this
TTRPG
week.
No.
Spring break.
It's a week off.
Yeah.
That is crazy. That's
Spring
actually
break!
kind
Woo!
of that's kind of weird. I hate it. I don't like it. Yeah. That's it.
Awesome.
God, I love you so much. Take care of yourself.
I'm up next. So hi, I'm Pan. I am your nemesis. I'm coming for you. Although this may be more powerful this week, don't worry, it won't last. I'll find you. That said, you can find me at Stellar Encore on Twitter. You see that there? That nice segue.
Yeah.
You can find me at Stellar Encore on Twitter and pretty much everywhere else. Really, I should really start a TikTok myself, actually. And I talk about my own mind too and stuff I think about, and awful memes, just the worst. Don't look at those. You can catch me on Mercy Power Podcast, which is a podcast, fight on Spotify and all sorts. Cosmo Punk, and here, of course, I'll be here actually on Friday, this coming Friday, with Griffin. I will be doing I love these the happy hours. They are super chill. If you like this chill, happy hours are super chill, just like this. You'll enjoy it. There's drinking rules and such. You can drink along with us, but we'll get to that later on. But we'll be playing we're playing a new game actually. Right?
Playing Pathfinder.
Yeah, we are playing Pathfinder. We haven't talked about the actual game, so we're playing Pathfinder on a secret thing that I can't talk about. So Friday, come see it. But can I talk about it?
You can. I'll talk about it.
Okay, you talk about it. Okay, he'll talk about it. So a thing's happening. Thank you. I'm coming to get you.
Hello, everyone. I've been Hedgehog. You can find me at Let's try that again. At Hedgehog UK on most places. I post very random stuff on there now. It's random. In terms of this week, I have my own channel, the Misadventures League. We have 2 games going this week. We have our new Thursday Fallout 2D20 campaign that started last Thursday. We have learnt very much so that if you have a system where Nat 1s are critical successes and Nat 20s are failures, that in your first group check, 3 of your players all roll Nat 20s at the same time. Which in D&D would be like the biggest cause of celebration, but here it was like, no, you failed really badly.
Oh.
And then this Saturday, we have the start of the 2nd chapter of our main D&D long-form campaign, Tales of the Third Spire, where hopefully my players will not immediately jump off the written path and try and find a loophole to cause chaos. I would like at least one episode where I'm not screaming into my notebook, wondering how the fudge cake, I didn't think of that. But it's a lot of fun. I have some truly chaotic cast members, and trying to corral them is half the fun. And that's me.
Hi. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for this lovely, chill, very relaxing reset of a session. I'm Ida. You can find me on Twitter at InDepan, where I mostly retweet what I'm in, and I try really hard to think of something pithy and clever to say, and then I go through a million drafts of it and I delete it, and nothing gets tweeted in the end. Oh well. As for this week, I'm off from Horde of Tales, taking a break because we're in between chapters. My character got resurrected. Woo!
Woo!
Yeah.
Nice.
Absolutely no repercussions whatsoever. Woo! There are. Holy moly. However, you can find me Thursday at Girls Run These Worlds for the final episode of Drama Llamas, which is an indie game. We are in a llama universe. We are llamas on a TV reality show, and it got crazy in the last session. I stirred up quite some drama and went from breakout star to villain to all the way back down to the opposite scale of like humdrum relatable. And we're going in 1 more episode. It's going to get a little tight. Crying didn't fix it. I'm going to try crying again for the last one to see if that fixes things.
Mark.
And on Friday at 7:30 GMT. You can find me again at Rose Run This World playing Alien RPG. I am the captain of a ship that just got exploded while we're exploring a scientific derelict ship where people's bodies are morphing, their heads are mysteriously missing, and the corpo got by the xenomorph. And I am on my way to personally hunt down the remaining corpo. So I am going to do some hunting myself. Let's see how far I get. It's a very tense, wonderful session. Some amazing role players and narrative descriptions are just wow, boggling. On Saturday, you can find me at Balrog 1911 playing Brinkwood. We had some downtime and we're going to be planning our foray soon, which is how to really bring the damage to the vampiric overlords, but in a way that also rouses the common folk around us. And we might be getting into some of my character backstory and as to why I am so broken of a character. Imagine Puka, but a lot more feral and violent.
More?
No.
The encounters.
More?
Like up
Yeah.
close. Well, in Wolverine Origins, that girl that just kind of like kind of stabbed
Yes.
into the baddie, that energy.
Work.
Huh.
Love that.
Cool.
And a very quick shout out I want to do for a community known as Roll for Good. Roll for Good is primarily a UK EU organization, a community of nerds who love TTRPGs and want to harness them for good. You've rolled to save the fantasy world, to save your heroes. We can roll together to save the real world we live in. The community has chosen ILGA, which is a federation of multiple organizations around the world that work to protect and create and fight for equity for people who are marginalized for their sexual orientation, their gender expression and identity, and who they really are. We're going to have a 2-day event, May 27th and 28th, filled with one-shots. And very soon, TM, you heard it from me, we're going to be calling out for GMs. Following that, we're going to need players. We're going to need master ceremonies. Pan was an amazing MC for the last event, for example. We need more of those. We need producers. We need artists. We need mods. We need you on the team to help us roll for good. You can be in the front or in the back. We're a wonderful community filled with diverse people from all over Europe and the UK. We have a great LGBTQIA plus friendly space. I'm a team leader and I am a person of color. We have neurodivergent people on the team. We are the best that our community on this side of the Atlantic has to offer because of what we're doing. And we hope that you are all part of that community and helping us roll for good in the world too. So check us out at Twitter, Roll for Good, FOR, Roll for Good.
I'm in the mod squad.
Mod Squad!
That's good.
Give that a round of applause, everyone. Wow, that was a good speech.
I am the social media team lead. I have to word good.
Yes.
I've given shout outs. So yeah, definitely follow Roll for Good. As well as Girls Run These Worlds, as well as Horde of Tales and the Misadventurers League for some awesome RPG content. But also you can check out the calendar here for Manapon, all the great stuff we have in both European time zones as well as North American time zones. If you want to straddle the Atlantic, who doesn't? You can find me back here on Manapot with Pan on the next EU Happy Hour in the spring 2023 season, where we will be joined by the head producers of Natural Pengu, which is a TTRPG channel in Sweden. They'll be running Pathfinder for us in their new indie virtual tabletop, which is going to be really dope, and I can't wait to see what it looks like and how it runs. How often do you get to get into a closed beta for a VTT? That never fucking happens.
So cool.
Yeah, so you got to be here on Friday
Yep.
to check that out and see how we experience playing through it.
Yeah,
GM Waka has handmade characters for all of us.
Oh.
You wanted to assign them, and I was like, let's let people pick. Just
Speak,
'cause
which one did you pick?
I am the thieving healer.
Right, yes.
Ooh.
Let's see how that goes.
Cool.
We're all humans in a more Lord of the Rings world type
Feels
world.
weird, but okay.
Like
Alright.
all human party. We'll see how when the hell does that ever happen?
Never.
Try being the only human in the party.
I mean that happens regularly. But
Yeah, all the
all
time.
humans? Oops, all humans?
We're gonna
Yeah.
have an all-human party in the Netherlands in April. More
Oh!
information later.
We
Wow.
We should talk about
are. We
that.
are going
Segue.
to. I just ordered a bunch of minis from a Dutch company called Empire of Miniatures, and found out that they're also going to be at Roll Initiative Con.
Oh, nice.
So I can't wait to go and thank them for the extra rats that they gave me in my rat folk pack.
Ah, the extra rats.
I got
Extra
5 rat
rats.
folk, beautifully made, and 3 extra little rats.
Ah, rats.
Call them dire rat folk because they're big.
There
They're
you
too
go.
big. They're too big.
So they're dire.
they're
Large
tiny.
rat folk? Not bad.
Hey,
I'll send you a picture. Anyway, we're gonna raid over to D8 Dungeon, everyone. So
Alright.
say hello when we pop in, and we'll see you around the galaxy, my friends. Stay cool.
See ya.
Okay, guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Mwah, mwah,
Go get
mwah.
naked with your friends.
Yes,
Yes.
get naked with your
Mwah.
friends. Get with your
Mwah.
friends.